Okay, time for another episode of Overprivileged Half-White Man Yells at Video Games. Uh-oh. Why does this always happen on Saturday? The Hoarder Armor Set for 7 Days to Die. Wow, the fidelity in 7 Days to Die has gotten a little wild. Wait a minute, wasn't 7 Days to Die some sort of Minecrafty block-based zombie game? Holy smokes. The content requires the base game 7 Days to Die on Steam in order to play. This came out on the 27th of June from The Fun Pimps and The Fun Pimps Entertainment LLC. They want $8.84 with a 25% discount. Become the ultimate pat crack with this new in-game Hoarder armor set. Armor set's look can be applied to both male and female characters. Can the female look be applied to the male character, though? Because I know a lot of gamers are very concerned about that these days. This item changes the appearance of your character. It does not affect stats or abilities. Much like transitioning, this cosmetic armor set can be applied to the cosmetic screen to override your equipped armor's appearance. Well, I mean, they got to make money somehow, I guess. Interesting. Do I need to load 7 Days to Die? This looks incredible. All right. Merge Maestro. Card game. Very simple, mobile-esque artwork. What would you call this style? Yellow? It's very yellow. It's almost like what ChatGPT does when you keep generating the same image over and over again. Oh, okay, there we go. We've got some gray. That's what I like. Bring in the gray, get rid of the yellow. The sunshine yellow. Okay, I don't quite understand what we do in this game. Combine hundreds of unique emoji-based tokens in this rogue-like merge builder. Oh, is it like Triple Town or whatever? Find ever more creative combinations of tokens and powers to fuse unique strategies and beat this ever more challenging twist on roguelikes, puzzlers, and arcade games. Came out on the 19th of June from Stingless, self-published. All right, there's a demo. I'll do it. I'm curious. And it's only $3.11 right now. Okay, so how does it work? You place tokens on the board and merge tokens of the same type to make one of a higher level. Okay, so then when you have emojis, how does that work? Choose a new token at the end. Let's wake up. Choose a new token to add to your set at the end of every wave. Okay. Synergize your build to defeat ever more challenging enemies that come each wave across multiple difficulties and challenges. Gain crazy powers throughout each run, each with game-changing, potentially even game-breaking effects. 301 unique emoji-based tokens, 51 game-changing powers, 10 themed packs of tokens, 6 difficulty modes, and 20 challenges. Endless strategies. Well, that's a bit of a turn-off for me, but... Construct a city to whittle down your enemies turn by turn, become a chef and combine foods, destroy your own tokens, create a relentless, resurrecting army of the dead, and join their community. Don't join their community. Be an individual. All right, we'll check it out later. Fortus. Someone was like, you know what? Crusader Kings is pretty good. I think I could do a better version. Oh, but it's got some tactical big battles, big bloody battles in it. I was playing some Three Kingdoms, Total War Three Kingdoms. Such a good game. My goodness. It was like $12 too on sale. If you like the Three Kingdoms romance era, this is fine. It's competent. It looks okay. Great. Fortus is a strategy game from the early Middle Ages. Wait, from the early Middle Ages? This was made during the time of the plague. Expand your kingdom, use politics and power. Strategic planning on the map alternates with real-time battles of armies. Play as a grand strategy or on smaller local maps. Build, recruit armies, and fight. Came out on the 19th of June from Rake in Grass, self-published. Okay, there's a demo. I mean, I'll take a look. $22.09 is what they want with a 15% discount. About the game. Choose one side, stabilize your country, subjugate the surrounding rulers, and build a strong and successful empire in this history-inspired strategy game from the wild times of the early Middle Ages. How would you know? Those savage tribes were invading. The game is made by a lover of the Middle Ages. Oh, you know they're out there on those fairs, those hitting each other with the padded swords and stuff. I always love it because it's always these great big fat guys. Like it's your typical middle American pastime. And they have to get those custom made armors that are just enormous. And there were nobody that fat was on the battlefield in those days. Maybe one or two sons of dukes or whatever who were out there. It was all starving rapists and murderers who had nothing better to do. They could become professional killers. Anyways, a lover of the Middle Ages and strategies like Total War Medieval 2, but also Crusader Kings 3, or the old Defender of the Crown or Centurion, which it is inspired by. But unlike Total War, the gameplay is much more intense and faster, with arcade battles and designed as an indie alternative for people who don't always have hundreds of hours to play. You know, you can load a skirmish map in any of the modern Total War games in like 5 minutes and play a game. I love how, this is what happens. You get myopic as an indie. I understand this. I've been slowly revising the Dark Acre Chronicles and posting them to my website. I was an independent game developer for 5 years, way back from 2010 to 2015. And I know what it's like to just go and want to shit on games and say that I'm going to do something that's tighter than what they've done. You won't. You'll just make something that sits in the shadow of those things forever. But if you make the game for yourself, then that's fine. This game is in the middle of development. Okay, so shouldn't there be a warning label about that, friend? Well, at least it's here for anybody who reads the copy. Okay, well, listen, I get it. It's kind of a flattened version of Total War. Whether I would play this over Total War? Questionable. Blitzkrieg Express. Okay. I'm not sure you want to be making a game about World War II German trains, but yeah. Oh my goodness, what is this? It looks like a mobile-esque sort of thing. I don't even understand how this would work. Where is this train going exactly? Is it like a tower defense kind of thing? Survive and defend your land against the armored train in this arcade achievement attack puzzle. Think smart, find the right sequence to create combos by destroying wagons with different bonuses to speed up and boost your cannon, and stop the train before it stops you. So it's a super basic tower defense kind of thing. Came out on the 16th of June from Maxim Melnik, self-published. They want $5.19 with a 20% discount. Yeah. It's just a weird, really minimalistic tower defense where you have one gun and a train's on the way. Upgrade your hero during each match to gain powerful perks. Progress permanently by upgrading the hero's cannon. Confront the enemy, the armed train force general. Beat the train in 101 levels across 6 unique settings. Okay, well, good on you for exploring. Like, this is, again, I always think that when you do a design, you should try to take it to its logical conclusion. There's always places you can push a design until you can't push it any further. This looks like it did it with the sort of tower defense thing. I'd be curious, but there's no demo. Good luck. Crystal Fortress. What is this? Sort of another grid-based tactics kind of thing. Every time I see a game like this now, I'm like, you should be playing Final Fantasy Tactics. Emulate that. Don't give Sony their Concord tax. They want to charge 3 times as much what a 30-year-old video game should be worth with that remaster. Defend the Crystal Fortress and its people from invading forces in this blend of turn-based tactical RPGs and tower defense. Summon the infantry, call out the archers, deploy turrets, use all the available tools to keep the enemies at bay. Came out on the 11th of April from the 3 Point Studio, self-published. They want $5.20 for it. This fortress is our home. We will not let the enemy shatter it, said Captain Phoebe of the Crystal Guard. Oh, you're a magical medieval girl. It's okay. Well, it's not for me then. Another game for girls who love tactics. Fast-paced turns. Okay, so it is kind of like, what the heck is that? Fire Emblem. I've been trying to remember that name for a couple of days. Upgrades for all units. Chapter-based sieges. So is this the whole game? No, there's Deadwoods 2, 3, and then there's a ton of levels inside. I think. No, there's not. We got 20 levels? I guess. Anyways, good luck, Phoebe. Not for me. The Legend Returns. Is this Bruce Lee coming back? Oh no, it's one of these. It's horror slop. We haven't seen one for a while though. I will say, it's been a few sessions. They've really, really muddied up the filters on the camera, hey? You've got overbright, chromatic aberration, noise, blur, and all it does is it really makes their crappy lo-fi models look halfway decent. Yeah, because remember when life was like staring through a rotten VHS tape? We got you, bro. Can you survive the return of the legend? A relentless killer is stalking you, and no one believes your story. The only way out? Perform the ritual, or become the next victim. Run, hide, and fight for your life in this brutal PlayStation 1 inspired slasher horror experience. Did you even play on a PlayStation 1? Did you? Have you? Really? Because it's not my memory. And I was there when it launched. The 24th of June was the release from Fearscape. Self-published. They want $389. It's appropriately priced. Do you know why these are $389? Is because people can slap these things together in a weekend now. Copyright, bro. They've got a registered copyright on this. Okay. There's a story. I'm sure there is. Wow. Someone either living in the past. Is this like the modern equivalent of the hipsterism in indie game development? Because, even back in the day, indie game developers were basically hipsters at the root of things. But now this is a hipsterception. It's a hipsterism within hipsterism. I'm good. Into the MAW. That spells maw. All right, very bright tracers on this stuff. Okay. So, a galactic space battler. I still need to get deeper into 4X. That's kind of like one of the pinnacle games in this particular genre. Looks like you get to manage your systems and everything. 4X, Elite Dangerous, even Star Citizen to a certain degree. Not everybody's computer can deal with that. In this action-packed co-op adventure, 2 to 4 players must unite to crew a spaceship through a web of interconnected story missions. Choose your role, captain, pilot, gunner, or engineer, and make decisions that shape not only your journey, but the future of the galaxy on the brink of war. 4-player co-op? I didn't really get that from the screenshots here. Okay. Came out on the 23rd of June from Moonrise Studios. There's a demo, but you want $20 for it. Okay, you need at least 2 people. Prepare to enter the MAW, your ship's miniaturized aperture wormhole, to escape a mysterious time loop. Can your crew survive long enough? So the captain leads by making strategic and story decisions. The pilot maneuvers through the dangers. The gunner commands the ship's impressive arsenal. And the engineer manages power distribution and such. An epic space adventure. Begin your journey by exiting the safety of Deadbeat Dick's Deli and Dent Detection. Venturing out into deep space, encountering celestial hazards, featuring dynamic co-op gameplay, roguelike runs. Okay, well, there we go. Enter the MAW. Diverse enemies, endless gameplay, community support. Community, join our dedicated Discord. No, why? Why? I'm good. I know. I get it because the developer is lonely. They want a little community of people, a little fiefdom to sort of lord it over. That's all it is. Those Discord communities, gross. Putting yourself above these other people because you've got the administrator role. And then you can sit there and hopefully milk an idea or 2 out of them. I don't know. I'll never stop railing. I'm never going to stop railing against Discord communities. Get a life. Go outside. Form a real community. Go talk to real people. Good God. Anyways, what am I looking at here? What is this exactly? UI Manager. Rugby League Team Manager 4. The 4th installment of the #1 rugby league management game. Yeah, you remember the 3 iterations of this? I sure don't. That looks AI as heck. This man running with a rugby ball. The biggest leagues and competitions. Take full control of managing your own rugby league club. Training schedules, coaches, physios, scouting, finances, sponsors, and more. Much more! Came out on the 19th of June from Alternative Software Limited, one of these folks that is serious about the business of video games. And yeah, I figured. I was going to say something before I saw this, but they normally want $52 for this. Because the fan base, you've got the 6 people who buy it every year, and that's enough for them to pay the rent for half a month. 7,001 senior players to choose from. UI has been greatly optimized, training's had an overhaul, and such. And you get the Steam achievements. 226 clubs, you got the staffing and facility, and a ton of players. I'm good. Rugby is a deadly, deadly game. Condo. We've been in the Condo. Okay, one of these outsider art sort of adventure games. You're a ball? What are you doing? Look at him, you think, just floating there, barely moving, not even a bubble, as if he were any calmer, you'd have to check if he was still alive. It's like me sitting here. Got the cat sleeping on the bar. Okay, not quite sure what this is. Unable to sleep, you navigate a quiet condo complex. There's no rush, just you, the building, its inhabitants, and the stories they hold. Came out on the 24th of June from Flubbed Machina. Self-published. It's free. Okay, short, moody experience about wandering, distracting yourself, and getting lost. Oh, you've got good resolution in the 4:3 aspect ratio. It takes about 30 minutes. Finding all events unlocks an ending. No rush, no destination. Okay. Now, I made a game like this. It was like my first really... I can't even say big. It was just, it made a little bit of money. It made me about $90. It was called The Apartment. And it took place in a single room apartment. And it was nice to constrain everything to that. And this looks like a little bit of an expansion on that idea. Good. We'll take a look. Vegangsters. Vegangsters? Vegetable gangsters? Okay. Slander all. That's what I'm trying to do. That's what we're going for. So it's card roguelike with vegetable creatures. Is this like another layer of weird mental illness? Like you're not a furry, you're a veggie? Like, I mean, look at this. Want to buy a card? No thanks. Embark into a deck building roguelike where real-time action will challenge your reaction and strategy skills. Face the deadliest criminals in intense turn-based combat where each card defines the pace of the battle and save the city from the Vegangsters. Came out on the 18th of June from Poison Pill Games. Self-published. Interesting developer name. They want $16.50 for it. It is a deck builder. There are game-changing gadgets, different playable characters, although they are both male. There was no female potato person. Mrs. Potato Head couldn't make it out to the detective training course. Master Card Speed Combat. Engage with citywide random events featuring 101 cards. Interrogate all the citizens. 30 unique characters. Unlock new zones. Several gadgets. And investigate every neighborhood. I'm okay. I mean, I'm not that big on vegetables. More meat guy. Wait, what is this? The Paddock. It's under construction. It looks like it's under construction. What are we doing here? Nice UI, bruh. Did you... Again, UI UX training material is free on the web. There is a 7 universities worth of user interface training material. Go read it. Play as security guard tasked with keeping dinosaurs from getting into a facility. Throughout your shift, things will begin to go wrong and dinosaurs will start to end up where they shouldn't. Can you survive the shift? Okay, somebody who really loves Jurassic Park. Came out on the 5th of June from Josh Devlin, self-published. Kudos on using your real name, if that is your real name, Josh. $7.79 is the asking price. You use CCTV cameras to watch the dinosaurs, and then you electrocute them when they get too close to the fence. You zap them. First-person game, you have a torch and a few other tools. One continuous level that lets you complete objectives as you play. A story that unravels as you play. And a short experience that can be finished in 1 hour for $7.79. I don't know about that. I used to be able to get 2 hours of play out of a single quarter on Street Fighter 2, depending on how many people were at the arcade at that particular afternoon. All right, there's a story and there's gameplay, apparently. I'm good. Good luck, Josh. Read a book on UI. The Liquid Jet. Okay. Leia, it's giving. What in the gross mental illness is this? Did you miss me as much as I missed you? No, Mr. Fuzzy Hugs. I never even really thought about you. And I've immediately forgotten you. Okay. I don't know. Looks a little strange to me. A slimy psychedelic adventure about a girl attending a forest. Okay, so it's not for me. Attending a Forest Warehouse rave party with her friends, where she'll go to experience a long, profound, bad trip. Came out on the 29th of May from Sad Mask Party, self-published. There is a demo. I'm good. $8.90 is the asking price. The Liquid Jet is the new terminally strange yet strangely sweet adventure by Sad Mask Party. Oh, they're famous, are they? The twisted brains behind other twisted and brain-melting games such as Mango, The Lotus Holiday, and Glitch Daddy. You think your game is brain-melted or your brain is melted? Like, that's really the question. I think it's slimy, grainy, PSX-inspired look. No. What are we doing? Get help. Did you just go off your medication for a month and make the game? Is that what happened? I'm good. Wow, what a queue, hey? 18,047 games. Have yourself a wonderful day.